Thousands of years ago, the smartest people of their time thought the world was flat. Just 60 years ago, race and religion were separated by segregated waiting rooms, buses, and toilets, to just name a few. 25 years ago, a 12-feet wall separated cities and communities. Times change, people learn, and barriers can be destroyed, but barriers aren't always structural. The world we live in today is multicultural, and our community needs no boundary. Sport is a fantastic way to bring people together. It can be so much more than just a game. The Olympic Games in 2012 was further proof of such a statement. In July 2012, England had been knocked out of the European Championships. Maybe no surprise there then. Wychavon District Council and Migration and Integration in Rural Areas, MIRA, joined forces to put on an international football tournament on our very own doorstep. The Vale of Evesham and surrounding areas brought a diverse range of nationalities, all together promoting community integration. Balpada played alongside his staff from vicarage nurseries, and he noticed that even though different nationalities were integrating together, he felt that employers and employees weren't. This gave Bal an idea to organise a charity football match, recruiting employees and employers from a variety of companies within the Evesham area, encouraging workers to socially interact with their bosses. Esme was 4 when she was diagnosed with leukemia, and she has undergone 2 bone marrow transplants. Unfortunately, the first was unsuccessful. Esme spent Christmas 2011 fighting for her life at the Birmingham's Children's Hospital, but being a trooper that she is, was discharged in February 2012. Esme and her family live in the village of Bidford-on-Avon. On the 2nd of October 2012, the wind blew fiercely, the rain fell heavily, and even darkness fell when the floodlights failed. None of this stopped the event, and everyone involved played a part in raising £1,913 for Birmingham's Children's Hospital. Thanks to all in playing a part in this, even if you weren't involved in kicking a ball, so many other people played a part behind the scenes to make this event possible. Every great team has a mascot, and Growers United needed a mascot also, so a mascot was designed. But our mascot needed a name. He's a symbol to promote community, so with the help of Wychavon District Council, Growers United called upon local school children to name our mascot. There were lots of fabulous names given, but the winner of our competition named our mascot Horty. Horty played a huge part in spreading the word about Growers United and took part in a mascot race. He met a lot of friends on his travels. Some of his friends are more famous than others. Here's AP McCoy, the champion jockey, and even though Horty is very busy, he still found the time when Tony asked for a photo. Horty also found time to give Ravi Bopora, the England cricket star, some cricketing tips. Ravi was so impressed with his mentoring that he donated a signed shirt, bat and gloves, all of which were auctioned off for charity. So Saturday the 20th of July arrived. The weather was fantastic, and Evesham United, Spires and Hartwell Jubilee Stadium was the setting for the international football tournament, and the main event championing 2 fantastic sides together. The West Bromwich Albion All-Stars against the fan favourites Growers United. "24 teams competed, with different nationalities playing together and for each other. The charity event wasn't just about football. There were activities throughout the day designed to bring families together, and food provided which was grown and produced within the local area. The event had a number of nationalities, all that were represented magnificently, brought together in the name of charity and for the love of football. The fans' favourites Growers United versus West Bromwich Albion All-Stars. The world watched and listened as the events were broadcast, televised by the Seek channel on Sky, Also, there was radio coverage by BBC Hereford and Worcester.
Saturday afternoon. Ian Spence is out and about in the BBC Hereford and Worcester radio car this afternoon. And we've sent you to Evesham, Ian, where there's a football match with a difference.
Yes, I've moved to Evesham now, and this is called the Growers United Fun Day. There's lots of people around here this afternoon, and Chris is going to tell us what it's all about. What's it about, Chris?
Well, trying to sum it up briefly is a bit of a challenge, especially with the sound system just going off there. But it's about the growers coming together as growers, as pack houses, as other local businesses. They've had a tournament with their own sides, a 7-a-side football tournament. They're currently playing as a combined team, Growers United against West Bromwich Albion All-Stars. And the idea is it's about the sport, it's about community cohesion, it's about people coming here to Evesham United, coming to a community football club. And from my perspective, as someone who works at the district council and works with businesses, this is also about the businesses coming together because they can do a lot by cooperating.
How have the team Growers United come together?
Came together last year because of a chap called Bal Padder from Vicarage Nurseries in Bretforton. It was his idea. All credit has to go to Bal for inventing this one. And they played Evesham United here on a wet night in October and lost about 15-0. They've obviously improved a lot since then because currently, before we get to half-time, they're only losing 2-0 to West Brom. So they have considerably improved. And the idea, as Bal's idea was about businesses coming together, it's also about the community cohesion and it's also about raising money for charity. They're raising funds for the Birmingham Children's Hospital and also for a defibrillator here at Evesham United.
So the players coming from a horticultural background within the Evesham area?
They certainly do. And in fact, today, some of the teams have come from as far afield as Lincolnshire and Poole to play in the tournament that was the start of the day. Fortunately, though, Vale Fresh from the Vale won the competition in a final against a team from Lincolnshire. So that was rather good because we didn't want a team from Lincolnshire winning the final.
And the game we're currently watching is Growers United against West Bromwich Albion.
It is indeed. Growers United against West Bromwich Albion, sort of ex-players, all-stars, if you like. And they're looking pretty good out there. I have to say the West Brom guys are moving particularly well.
We're just approaching half-time. What's the current score here?
2-0 to West Brom at the moment.
So the atmosphere here is more than just a football match, isn't it?
It is about the community cohesion too. And it's, we've got things like, food here. We've got Asian food. We've got Polish food. There's about 15 nationalities here today, ranging from people from Poland and Lithuania and Latvia and the Czech Republic and Portugal, even Wales. There are people from everywhere. And it's a fantastic occasion in that respect. And it is about bringing people together, and you can do that really well through sport. And so as I say, it's got the community bit of it. It's got the health bit of it, healthy living. There are stalls here about being active and physical. And it is also about businesses coming together and businesses working in a different way. And I think Growers United has the potential to become a really good way of growers working together in the Vale and promoting the Vale, promoting horticulture as a place in which to work, because it's a great sector.
So we've got sports, we've got local community, we've got people coming together from different nationalities. And I think I might be able to be on for the challenge, Terry, of finding some food here, because there are some fantastic smelling foods from different countries, which I think just have to be tasted. So I'm up for that challenge that you sent me earlier.
I thought you might be. You haven't let me down yet, Ian. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
The whole day and event was a massive success. A big thank you to all that were involved. Thank you for your time and your effort. £2,819.50 was donated to Birmingham Children's Hospital, and a defibrillator has been bought for the local Evesham area. Growers United intend to hold other events in 2014 to raise money for charity, bring communities and nationalities together, and to promote horticulture, which is a key sector in the local economy. We want you to play a part. Growers United was born, harvested in 2012, with no display until or best before date. Time can turn this into a legacy, and you reap what you sow.